He knows how to smile for the candlelight. Knows which words sound friendly tonight. Assalamu alaikum, shake every hand. Talk history like he's part of the land. Says he's diaphragms in every place. Says he stands with every face.
Good afternoon, backseaters. You are live with Under Sheriff Mike Martin and Director Steve Leiden from the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. And we are in the city of St. Paul, Minnesota. And we just thought it's a beautiful day out that we would give you a little bit of a glimpse into our world here. We are monitoring all of the channels in St. Paul and Ramsey County and Metro-wide. We're gonna just do a quick U-turn here. It sounds like there's a call for suspicious mail at 619 Lafayette. And there's concern that he might be going to jump off a bridge.
Mobile, but our guy is talking it.
So we're gonna check on that.
Female, like 35, 40 years old, West on Thomas.
I'm sure they said 619. Being that this is St. Paul, it could be anywhere within the next quarter mile. They set up a bridge. Is the call coming up on there? My co-pilot is currently checking our navigational route. Nothing?
I don't see anything coming up on the CAD. Oh, here it is. We're going to the river tracks.
Oh, okay, so that's back behind us then. So that's where that St. Paul cop's going.
There's a couple squads. Tap them up. Tell him jump off the bridge.
He did jump?
Yeah, it says here.
Well,
All the regions now come up with lots of clothes. No longer in the area. Well, by the gas station, we can get down there.
Go ahead.
yeah.
He's certainly not getting elderly male that fell. Looks like he hit his head. We are at 715 10th Street.
You got a squad heading down that side?
Oh, you gotta go all the way to Kitson then.
Right, yeah, over by the car wash.
Yeah.
We'll head down there.
All right.
Head down there.
About 44 H.
Sure. Did they see him? Steve, you're my intel guy. Did they see him down there?
So we're gonna go over by the holiday station and the car wash. Yeah, let's just get down
I feel
there.
like I've just been doing U-turns ever since we
Switch vehicles. Did they say they saw him?
came out. Ask him. I don't know if that was a different car.
You guys seen him at all down there?
Not yet, no.
All right.
We're here pretty quick here too, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
5285.
I wanna know if it's like.
I'm not seeing him. I think we're right now.
All right.
First assist is 3
Place we
Harley
haven't done
River
there
property
before.
at
It's kinda
847 Level. The caller is located there. St. Paul's stolen at the address.
So
No suspect info at this time. It's going to be in a garage where the garage door is closed.
Yeah, I got some guys over here down in the mission. St. Paul guys.
5283 to back.
should we go down that way or go down?
I go down the other way. You can drive it the other way. You can't drive it this way. You should be good. This guy should stay in this lane.
All right. So supposedly there's a report of a male who may have jumped or fallen off the bridge down onto the area by the railroad tracks. So we're gonna go down that way and see what we can find. I'm gonna let the St. Paul squad pass me.
I
think
follow
you can
him.
get
He
down
might know a
this
different way than I do. You can cross right over right here where he is.
We're going four-wheeling. So we're check it down here.
Way back when I was running the state fugitive unit, this is how I would get over to Minneapolis during rush hour. Yeah, in 10 minutes versus a half hour, 45 minutes with the backed up. So we're looking for an Asian male with a lot of clothes on.
You want to go back, go over to railroad tracks, you get a bus.
Well, let's see if we can see anybody.
Unimpressed, unshaken. Eyes glassed over, voice ghosting. Trying hard to hold it in. Flags behind him barely move. Nothing left to really prove. Every pause says what he wants. Every breath feels like it's known. When you're asking for respect and the street just won't connect. You can't force belief. You can't come and trust. Some cities don't bow, they just wait you out. No cheers tonight, no closing line, just fading words in borrowed time. Authority bends then drifts away when the people choose not to play. Lights go down, the moment's through. The city's still here, he's passing through.
It's unfounded. Unless he's on the other side with those guys.
Yeah, they're
Over there.
looking for him now.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they've seen anything.
256 Tango, I just confirmed with the caller. This person was on the south side of the bridge. She estimated it to be closer to the speedway here. So there's a chance that she just jumped into.
Speedway, you must mean Holiday. What's a different bridge?
Yeah. I mean, there is a guy up there, but that's not an Asian male. Huh, well. The good thing is it appears that it's unfounded.
Yeah.
That no one's injured.
At this point.
And, south side of the bridge. I'm wondering if they didn't mistake it for that bridge.
Yeah, I mean the speedway, that's the side of the bridge you thought.
But we'll check down here. I mean, you give a guy a chance to go four-wheeling in the mud.
Yeah. Well, anytime you hear somebody jumping off a bridge, you always have to consider a mental health issue, suicide crisis, even if it's just somebody who's not jumping off a deep end. It's hard to tell when you're driving, so I'd rather have 4 or 5 of the calls to come in and not be founded.
What's the comment they just added?
Male standing on the grass on the south
Will you
side.
hold on, you call up to dispatch and ask for our in-house social worker. They're looking for a disposition on your end.
Right at the very end. That's the guy we saw the firefighter.
I think so, yeah.
Thank you, 1515.
All right, well, now I got a railroad truck here.
I think you can.
All right.
The Chevy, you can handle anything.
It's Chevy.
This is how they get up to the other lane.
Hard as a rock.
Can you go back and talk to that guy, or do you think they could?
They're talking to him now. Medics are talking to him, so he might have had a mental health crisis and hopefully is okay now. So
Can you please put me on an
it's a
ad
little
that
muddy
details PD? Receipt.
down there.
What's it? Yeah, a little muddy, a little springish. But don't worry, the state basketball tournament's coming, and we usually get a blizzard with that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Winter
When's
is
that
definitely
starting?
not over. Well, we got the boys hockey starting Wednesday. I think of this coming Wednesday. The boys hockey tournament starts. White Bear made it to it, and
Go Bears.
yeah, let's see how they do. It's my kid's old alma mater.
Where'd you go to high school?
What's that?
Where'd you go to high school?
No St. Paul.
That's what I thought. You and the sheriff.
Sheriff, Segelstrom, myself, Odegaard.
So is that one of those schools where you either become a cop or a criminal?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
until graduation, you're really not sure which way you go. But all that youthful, mischievous experience makes you a better cop because you know what's going on the street.
Well, that's good.
One of my first bosses told me, Leiden, don't worry about it. I know what kind of a jerk you were as a kid, and that's going to make you a better cop on the street.
Oh, yeah. Well, it must have worked.
Beautiful day out. We're heading eastbound on 7th Street. A new apartment complex popped up here last year or so. Lots of apartment buildings being built. It's tough to get into homes right now for first-time home buyers. The interest rates, the prices, the way they are.
Yeah, it's a little different. So there's an accident. There's an accident in downtown St. Paul. We won't go over there, but sounds like one lady's injured.
Hope she's not in bed.
Yeah, hopefully not.
The last 4 weeks, I've spent more time in the hospital than I'd ever want to again. So I hope she gets in and gets out right away.
Well, you know, you never know once they check you into that psych ward what's how long they're going to keep you.
You just got to convince them you're normal.
Oh, yeah.
If you only knew what normal was.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. That was a great response by St. Paul to that bridge jumping. I think at least 6 squads and 2 fire rigs. So.
Well, hopefully the hope is if the person hasn't fallen or jumped yet, that you can go talk to them and develop a rapport with them and convince them to get some help. St. Paul's really good at that. They do it a lot especially on the bridges over the river.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Let me know if I'm screaming because I have this earplug in that's feeding me the encrypted St. Paul channels. Unfortunately, they can't hear them anymore.
The only way I would know if you're screaming is if I hear you clearly.
Oh, okay.
5908.
Code 4 on a shoplifter.
This is what happens when you get 2 deaf guys in a car together.
After 30 plus years shooting on the range and dealing with all that kind of stuff, your hearing tends to fade away.
Being involved in shooting incidents and being around loud explosions with SWAT, with the entries, the explosive breaches.
Was it last week Maplewood had responded to an active shooting in Maplewood Mall?
Oh, yeah.
They've done a great job investigating that. They've got the suspects identified and in custody.
Yeah, it was great work. Unfortunately, it sounds like a couple groups of young men who didn't like each other, ran into each other at the mall, and other than the immediate incident, there was really no safety concern to the public. Fortunately, the young man who was shot was not critically injured. He was seriously injured, but he's, I believe, expected to make a full recovery. But tremendous work by Maplewood PD and reaching out to get information from other agencies that helped them, and it's always nice to bring some closure to an incident like that affects the public.
Yeah, we know a lot of those Maplewood guys. They're really good at what they do. Great cops, great people. Steiner and
2267.
the lieutenant, new investigative lieutenant Jason Sparkses.
You just had to do that to me while I'm having a mental block.
Mike,
No. Oh,
Darrin says the volume is perfect.
Oh, good. Which Darrin? McDonald?
Yes, yeah, that's a good.
Where is he? Come on, Darrin.
White Darrin 36 for dangerous condition. There's a vehicle that ran out of the gas and they're blocking right turn lane, unable to move. White Saturn, Tom Mike Yellow 721.
We're going to head up actually to Maplewood because then the backseaters can hear what's going on.
Head up where?
To Maplewood.
I'm
going to learn sign language. Last night I was watching my daughter who's in college. She's taking an American Sign Language class. It's like, I don't know, advanced. She took it in high school, whatever, but the class is there's no sound. And so she was sitting at our island in the kitchen and doing the class and doing her hand signs. And of course, I had to make faces at her while she was doing it to try to get her to laugh or something, which wasn't working. So, but you and I might need to learn it.
Yeah, I actually was just saying that. I'm thinking, a lot of times they let old people like me just audit a class.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe I should do that. It's then we could talk to each other, knowing what we're saying.
She asked me last night if I wanted to go to her Pilates class with her this morning at 6 a.m. I said, well, can I just sit in the back and audit the class? Sit back there with a bag of chips and watch you guys, because it sounds tough. So this morning I went to the North Central HIDA Minnesota Advisory Council meeting where there were police and sheriffs and federal agents from across the state who focus on high-level drug trafficking organizations. And it's always nice to get together and talk about what people are seeing and experiencing. And obviously with the uptick in cartel activity, it's timely right now.
It seemed appropriate that it might pay off, to have some high-level official go to Mexico and interact with their government and develop intelligence information from there. I know the DEA has there, but sometimes
maybe I should do that. Yeah, only not in Puerto Vallarta. But it's my wife and I for decades, and then with our kids when we had kids have been traveling to Mexico. It's a beautiful country, and yeah, there's issues in along the drug trafficking routes and whatever. But if you stay in the more tourist areas, they don't like to mess with those because then they get pushed back because those cities really rely on tourist trafficking and the tourist economy.
Yeah. One of the backseaters mentioned that Desi Dickerson, who helped write several songs with Prince when Prince set out, and played in Prince's band. He also played with my brother. My older brother was a musician and had bands, and Desi's been over the house a few times. And I actually, when Prince was doing the Purple Rain concert, he had rented the Civic Center, which is now the ice arena, the wild thing was Civic Center. Yeah.
Went to a few concerts there.
Yeah. And he'd rented that to practice for the concert tour. And at one point they had a bathtub about 3 stories high, lowered down, and Prince would be in the bathtub. So when they first set it up, he wanted to watch how it worked from out of the audience, and the bathtub was starting to come down, and then it disengages from its coupling and falls to the stage, which would have killed Prince had he been
That's
in
not good. Yeah.
And he got upset and told the producer, "You're going to hire me a safety director that will monitor it to make sure this doesn't happen again." And one thing led to another, and Desi Dickerson told the producer, a buddy of mine, Mike Leiden's brother, might be able to do that job. And I got the phone call asking if I wanted to work for Prince. I ended up interviewing with him and talking to him, but it was a 6-month deal, and that was it. And I had 5 children. I can't be out of a job in 6 months. And they won't hold my job open for me, so I passed on it. Recommended another friend of mine, just got out of the Marine Corps, had qualifications to do it. And so Dwayne took the job. And it was interesting meeting Prince.
Mostly, yeah, it was a brush with fame. I had a brush with fame with Prince once. I was going up the escalator at Macy's in Southdale, and he was coming down the other escalator, so I passed him.
How did you see him? He's not very tall for that. Really.
No, he's not. But
I was shocked.
He certainly stuck out, though, the way he was dressed.
I had to admit to my brother when he called me, I said, who's Prince?
Yeah.
I'm not a big music guy myself, although my brother's really into it. I think I bought 2 albums in my entire life. And so I was a little shocked when this car pulled in and this little guy got out of the car. But super nice, super polite.
Medical 3488 Centerville Road on a 52-year-old male conscious breathing with bell.
My wife Ann loved Prince.
What's this?
Is it a school pickup?
Wow.
Weaver Elementary. So we are in the city of Maplewood. We're on County Road B. We're going eastbound.
We're coming up to John Glenn, where I attended junior high. There was no middle school back then. You had junior high, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. Right on the other side of these apartment buildings.
I went to these apartment buildings on a call once where a guy accidentally shot himself in the foot.
I hate that when that happens.
Playing with his dad's gun.
And I will tell you, that school looks nothing. But that part of the building was not here when I went to John Glenn. The old red brick you see over there is.
Yeah. They probably retired the old red brick after you guys left.
I have to
the
say,
sheriff go there too?
There's only, well, they've added on. So the main part is still here. They've added on to both different sides. Roy Ward was a gym teacher, 7th grade. I think he was turning 40 then. He was going to run 40 miles during the semester.
Oh.
A few miles every day. And, I remember thinking 40 is really old.
I remember thinking that when the year 2000 hit, I would be 35. How old that seemed at the time. Now it's like a kid. I was thinking I grew up in California, in San Diego, and I was thinking of all of the end of the world scenarios that I've survived. The Cold War with the Russians, right? So we learned to hide under our desk because apparently, I don't know, maybe it's easier to find your body that way. I don't know. But
After the nuclear attack?
If the nuclear attack comes, apparently you're supposed to climb under your desk. I would still probably do that. They'd find me on the 3rd floor at the LEC. But we were going to run out of water by the year 1980. And that didn't happen. And we were the San Andreas Fault was going to have a major earthquake, and California was going to fall into the ocean. And that didn't happen.
Sadly, it didn't, because my grandpa bought a lot of land in Nevada, thinking of the ocean front. And
perfect.
Just kidding.
Yeah. What else? Acid rain.
Yeah.
Remember acid rain was going to kill us all? The thinning of the ozone layer. We've had, I don't know how many.
Is he trying to
What's he trying to do?
block it, or?
Oh, they're pushing a car.
Helping out a civilian, that's nice.
That was nice. Help them push that. think it was a Jeep, but I'm not sure, to a safer location. Yeah, we've survived a lot of things. The Ebola virus,
Bird flu,
swine
Yeah,
flu.
we had mumps to do it. That affect you?
Mumps,
Had to get the mumps.
Oh, yeah.
Vaccination when you're in school. It looked like a drill.
Yeah.
That they shot you with a little bottle of medicine was on top of it, and a little.
It looked like a gun that an alien would have, like a laser gun.
Laser gun, yeah.
And then some people had was that mumps or chicken pox where they had the little circle on their arm, the scar?
It was measles.
Measles, huh?
That was for the measles. Yeah. They always, you had the little pocked circle.
Yeah.
They put the medicine. They kind of like jab you with the needle to get it in. It's. Well, I was thinking about it last year when we responded to the hurricane in Florida. We got there the day of the hurricane hitting that night.
Yes. Yep.
And I was like, bucket list. I've been in a hurricane. I've been in a tornado. I've been in a blizzard. I've been in a lightning thunderstorm. Pretty much been in them all.
Yeah.
Survived them.
Yeah, me too. I remember earthquakes that were, you'd get little earthquakes when I was a kid, but
That's one thing I've never been in.
it didn't really rattle you. I was never in like a really big one.
I remember during the World Series, it was a heck of a.
Oh yeah, was that an '85 World Series maybe?
It was devastating. Freeways falling on top of each other.
Yeah, that was horrible.
We're coming up to Maplewood Mall now. We're just passing Rabbit Street, northbound on White Bear Avenue. All of this was fields when I was growing up as a kid. We'd ride mini bikes up here. A buddy of mine, Tommy Patwell, lived right down there. I remember I was in his backyard with his dad, and he one day, and we were talking about, we're going to build a mall right up here in the field. We can all get jobs. We were in like 7th grade. We can all get jobs there when we turn 16.
How'd that work out?
I never worked at Maplewood Mall.
No, it's
4506.
it's a big mall. I mean, it's not as big as some, but it's managed to stay alive.
Yeah, it's going through a transformation right now. Sears is out of it. The Macy's is pulling out. Penny's is still one of the big acre stores in there. Of course, you have all these little strip malls around it that are populated with all different types of. You have Maple Liquor, Great Moon Buffet, Silver Spoons, Michael's, lots of stuff.
Sounds like there's a foot chase on Highway 61, but it's a St. Paul. It's on a St. Paul channel, I think. No, it's a car chase. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can figure out and pull over. It might be an LTAC.
What?
LTAC channel.
Here's all 50 for a little bit.
Is it LTAC 1?
That was LTAC 6, but I don't know what it is.
All right, yeah, maybe that's an encrypted channel, so...
Southbound 61 passing 22nd Street.
Yeah, LTAC 6E.
Yeah, I don't think we should go over there because who knows what they're doing.
6920.
6920.
So it sounds like they're trying to stop a car on Highway 61, but it's in an encrypted channel, so it's for specialized units or specialized details, so we don't want to
expose any of the
expose that.
bags.
So we're just going on the ring road here around Maplewood Mall.
When I used to fly drones, I would like to come up here, get the highest point right up here by Sears of the topographical area, and I would fly my drone in training at night in the parking lot here.
Good training.
Yeah, the more you fly, the more it's a skill. So the more you fly, the more coordinated, the better you are. Then you got the Myth right over to your left. I don't know if you've ever been there or not.
I've been there a couple times. Yeah, like
This furniture place used to be Toys R Us. I've heard someone's trying to reopen Toys R Us.
really.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a pretty. Toys R Us was a pretty popular store.
Yeah,
I was
I don't know
surprised when they closed it.
I was shocked. I bought a lot of Christmas presents and birthday presents for my kids there.
Oh yeah.
What's the booth for? I haven't seen that
Right,
before.
477 transport.
So when they have really big shows, they charge for parking. Part of the lot here. So
Way to make a buck.
yeah, exactly. Because unfortunately, some of these businesses tow out of their lots. So,
It limits the parking capability.
but actually, Maplewood Mall lets the patrons park in there. So that's a decent deal. So in that way, so
This is a really nice area. A lot of shops to go to, and a lot of nice restaurants. You got Old Country Buffet, you got Chili's, you got Red Lobster, which is a favorite of mine. You got the Moon Buffet. Just McDonald's if you're in for the fast food, looking it out.
you can pretty much get anything to eat around here.
Yeah, whatever the taste, it's there.
It's too bad we don't have a gift card.
I do.
confirmed damage reading like a graffiti call at 700 Village Center Drive. So a couple of kids, unknown age, that were spray painting the building sign. They were going to be found. No description given at this time.
Credit card will do.
1542.
Yes, I don't have one. I thought I did.
22 tail, we have female.
Oh, I left him on my desk.
Oh, okay.
Here, give him this. We'll make his day.
First video, white male in his early teens. 5'3" thin middle, black
There you
coat,
go.
black
God bless
pants.
you.
Still waiting on the second.
All right.
1542.
At least it's warming up a little bit out. Not perfect yet, but
1542.
it's been busy. Yeah, not too bad though. So
267.
good to see you.
So Reyes is a radiology company. They do a lot of specialty
1542.
X-rays for a lot of different procedures. They've got a, you've heard of MRIs?
Yeah, sure.
And the people with claustrophobia have a real hard time. They put you in a really tight little tunnel, and you're in there. You can't lift. You can't get out of it on your own. You have to have help. And Reyes has what they call an MRI chair. And you sit in the chair, and you can stand up and walk out at any time. So people with claustrophobia go to them.
Okay. Then do they just lower it over you, or?
No, it's this huge circular machine that surrounds the chair.
Okay.
The chair's part of it, and you sit in that chair, and they kind of move the chair back about 2 feet, but you can still get up and walk out if you needed to. So there's no claustrophobia involved. It's a great alternative for people.
Huh. Well, that sounds like a good option if you're claustrophobic.
Yeah.
A lot of people are. I remember when I went with the HIDA, which is high intensity drug trafficking area, with some of the leadership to San Diego, and they were showing us a drug tunnel and gave us the option of climbing into the drug tunnel.
Well, you pull over here. This is a nice little shop area. Just kind of give people a taste of Maplewood Nursing Home area. Great little cities. Good. I used to get my laundry done when I lived in White Bear at this laundromat back here. Mike and his wife run it, sole proprietor. They do a great job. Their staff are fantastic, and they actually picked up a contract with the county, and they do some of the jail laundry.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
How about the Triple L dance studio?
I haven't been in there.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, it's something that they probably want.
Okay.
I think that's Mike there going around the corner. Yeah, that's Mike. He's the owner. Just stop and say hi to him.
All right, we're gonna stop and say hi.
His wife and mother-in-law are
Steve
great.
told me to stop and say hi to you.
You're live on patrol.
Mike, right? I'm
Mike,
live on
yeah.
the thing.
We're
All right, nice
live
to meet
You're
you.
live on patrol.
We're
Mike
live
wants to
right
from the
now.
squad and
No
wave to
swearing. I
everybody.
haven't seen you in a while either.
Yeah, not since I moved.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, it's good to see you
How's
guys.
it going?
You're doing good.
Everything's still going good with the jail?
Well, yeah, I lost one of my bigger accounts.
Oh, sorry.
So that was a 6-figure account that went away. So,
yeah.
but with the jail, it's going great.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
no.
I thought you lost the jail.
No,
Oh.
the jail's going great.
Good.
Tell
Okay.
Tim I want more days a week.
All right. You do great
All right.
work. I know they're impressed.
Yeah. He was actually. You guys have had nothing but praise for me, so I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that we're keeping up with the quality that you guys want.
Good.
How's your son doing in school?
Both of them are out now.
Graduated. That's
Yep.
great.
As a matter of fact, my youngest is getting married this December.
Congratulations.
They're looking for a
That's
house
great.
now, so.
Boy, it all changes quick. Pretty
Oh,
soon you'll
God,
be
yeah.
grandpa.
Yeah, well, you know, houses these days are like $300K. It's like
It's for a starter
Yeah,
house,
for a
yeah.
starter house, he's
Yeah.
looking at like a 1,200 square foot, $300,000 house.
We were just talking about it, that all these apartment buildings have grown up because first-time homebuyers can't get in.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And so when they talk about the housing crisis, I completely understand.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know a couple young couples saved up $30,000 for a down payment, but couldn't make the monthly payment once
Yeah.
they bought the house.
Yeah, well, and their wedding, they're looking and they're saying, they want to stay $30,000 or less for their wedding, and I'm like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But again, I got married,
Yeah.
up to a million years ago.
Elope is over, man.
That's exactly what I said.
I got married in the clubhouse at Columbia Golf Course
Okay.
in Minneapolis.
Okay.
And it was inexpensive. I don't want to say cheap. The most expensive part was all the liquor for the cops
Yeah.
that were.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
coming.
yeah, you got all your buddies. Yeah.
When I got married at the Exodus Church, because I'm not married anymore. I've been divorced longer than I was married, and I was married 22 years.
I've been with Sarah longer than I was married.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully, I thought she might come out because she was going to she got in the car and drove off.
Went that way.
Tried to know who we were.
Well, she probably thought you were in trouble.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So she bailed.
But my dad said, I'll give you an option. We can have the big reception, or we can have the guest over at the house, and we'll do it at the house, and that'll cost this much, the reception costs that much, and I'll hand you a check for the difference, and it'll help you with your house and your furniture, and so we did that.
When I got married, my wife came off the farm in Sauk Center, so getting married outside of the Twin City proper area
Yeah.
helped out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
considerably.
good.
So.
We're going to have to get running, but it was good seeing you, Mike.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Nice meeting you.
All right, we'll see you later.
It's always nice to meet a business owner in the county and hear that he's doing well. Lost a client, but he's got good business.
Yeah, and he does the laundry for the jail, right?
Yeah.
For the
Yeah, he does some of it.
inmates.
The jail does it, and the workhouse does some of it, but he's a little cheaper than the workhouse, and the quality of the work is really good.
Huh. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Growing up, right here where this car wash is that you're looking at now as we pull out, was Art Meyer's gas station. And all of my neighbors, my parents would always come down here to Art Meyer's. And I remember Dennis Kelly worked here as a friend or son of one of my mom and dad's friends, and Art was on the school board. And my dad was on the school board for Catholic schools. And you pull in to get gas, and when Dad says, hey, I'm going to go get gas, I always wanted to ride with because I knew it would be a 30-minute stop at Art's.
Yeah.
And I'd always get a bottle of pop to keep me calm while they
yep.
talked school board stuff.
See, you learn to survive and thrive even at those young ages.
Exactly.
After 2 miles of road at Walgreens on staff, 40 miles taking items for non-streaming all day for months. That will be sold. Also, there's a 14-year-old black male.
Yeah, weddings are a big deal, and they're real expensive nowadays. So my heart goes out to the young newlyweds, and they got decisions to make. A good friend of mine's daughter just got married, and she bought a house about a month or two before the wedding, and doing a great job, graduating college. But they're going to put off their honeymoon for a year just to make sure finances fit.
Makes sense.
36 Oakley Avenue. It's the color's broke for him in the face just about a minute ago.
You know, the cat team's out every day. Got a couple cars yesterday.
We do have the trail apples.
Got one today. You know, the carjacking is almost non-existent in Ramsey County now. The car thefts are way down. But it's a constant that you have to stay on top of it or it'll come right back.
Yeah, it really is, and thank God for the auto theft grant from the state, and hopefully we can keep that going. I know we just reapplied, right, or we are reapplying.
First week of March, our application will go in to reapply for that grant so that we can keep it lit. There was over 1,700 cars stolen in Ramsey County last year.
Really?
Yeah, majority obviously in St. Paul, it's the biggest city.
284, 285.
A little under 100 in the 6 counties.
Still a lot.
What's that?
It's still a lot, but thank God it's the carjackings that are so dangerous.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, the carjack, out of 15 cat does a great job. The non-fatal gun units got a lot of success. They're taking off a lot of guns off the street in the hands of young kids.
yeah.
You know, kind of like the ones that were shooting at the mall. Just
Well, that's the thing is these young kids are
good luck.
all have guns now.
Yeah.
Not all, but obviously a lot of them. And
It's surprising. I've seen more guns on juveniles in the last 5 years than I saw in 20 years before that.
and they're
We're southbound now, White Bear Avenue, approaching Frost Street, top of the hill, and to our left is the Maple Ridge Ramsey County Courthouse.
yeah, in the community center.
So at the Sheriff's Department, we have the Court Division, the deputies.
Yeah, hold on, we gotta.
There he is.
Our little buddy that always comes out and waves at us when we're live if he's awake and we drive by. Great kid. Backseaters bought him a new bicycle after his bicycle was stolen.
Oh,
I don't know how many years ago was that? It was like
that?
3 or 4 years ago, and we were able to deliver it to him while we were live, which was a lot of fun.
That's great.
Just great group of kids. Usually he has a group of 3 or 4 of them out there.
I was saying, we got the Court Division, and so the deputies provide security for the judges so that they can sit on the bench safely and move prisoners in and out to keep the courtroom calm and that make sure the judge's orders are carried out. Then you got the Civil Division. They serve a lot of papers, are involved in the eviction and forfeiture process, houses, and
Gun permits.
what's that?
Gun permits.
Yeah, and you got gun permits and
Process
records
those.
in the warrant office. Every warrant issued by a judge in Ramsey County goes through our warrant office. They make sure it's in the NCIC computer system. 24 hours operation. So Mankato pulls somebody over and they have a Ramsey County warrant. They contact the warrant unit and they get a response within 10 minutes. It's still an active warrant. It's not a computer mistake. They have to take that guy into custody. You never want to take somebody into custody that doesn't deserve that. Taking somebody's freedom and privilege is a huge responsibility, and it's not taken lightly by law enforcement.
No, so you want to make sure you confirm that warrant, that's still a good warrant, that they had already been arrested for it, and they just took it out of the system, which happens rarely, but
every now and then you run across it. Nope, that warrant shouldn't have been in there. Just like in stolen cars. I helped pin a car at the gas station out in White Bear a year or two ago, and the lady gets, that was in the car comes down, and I said, "Man, this car's stolen." She goes, No, it was stolen last week. I just got it back yesterday. And the agency that took the report, I forgot to take it out. That's I'm so sorry. She goes, No, I'm so happy. You guys do a great job. She was really sweet about it.
Well, that was nice.
Very nice. Then we have the jail, the adult detention facility, and I tell you, the correctional officers and the jail administration under Ashley Bryant are doing a fantastic job. And Bob says all the time, the sheriff says, I couldn't work the jail. Not everybody can, and he's right. It takes a very special, highly qualified, skilled person that can control their emotions and have good communication skills to be able to work in a jail, because they don't carry guns in the jail, and they're dealing with all the murderers, all the assaulters, all the robbers, all the DWIs, everyone arrested that goes in that jail. Our correctional officers work with them every day, and they're able to keep them calm. They're able to make sure things get de-escalated. Correctional officers do a fantastic job in a really tough environment.
They do. It's unbelievable, and I couldn't do it either. I admire them for being able to communicate with people and de-escalate situations, and a lot of times they take a lot of guff off of the inmates, and yet they have to keep their cool, and it's not easy, and we're lucky to have some of the best in the country.
My brother-in-law, Jerry Holman, got me into corrections. So I worked at Stillwater Prison and Oak Park Ice Prison before I went into law enforcement. And I know what it's like, and even as an inspector in the sheriff's office several years ago, I would go in and work the jail when they were having staffing shortages. And these guys do a great job. And then we obviously have the patrol division with K9, with the investigative unit that handles all the investigations and patrol for the 6 cities and the county that contract with the sheriff's office. Jeff Ramaker works with all the city managers. Fantastic group of people, great cities to live
He's
in.
like the police chief for all of our contract cities.
Yeah. And then, of course, we've got the specialty units under you.
Which is why they're called specialty units, because I'm special. So
they all drive right in special.
That was just me.
You've got VSET, you've got, which does violent crimes, narcotics. You've got apprehension, that the sheriff is legislatively required to go out and arrest everyone that has a warrant out for their arrest.
Intelligence unit, the gun unit, the carjacking and auto theft team.
And then you got the outreach guys that just do a fantastic job working with
relationships,
trying to get things calm, and work with some kids that have committed crimes to try to help them turn their lives around. And just the sheriff's got quite. I know you looked at being sheriff. I would never want to be sheriff. I wouldn't want to bounce all those balls at the same time.
It's hard, and I mean the important part is that we keep him up to date as much as we can on what's going on, so that he doesn't get blindsided. Who's that from?
Jim.
Oh, yeah. They say he's the nicest man in the sheriff's office, but he never gives me a hug.
Yeah, but would you want a hug, Mike?
He didn't give me a Valentine's card. All right, I'm with him though. This whole trying to listen to things in my ear and our radio, the car radio, and
how's that going
everything,
for you?
It's not very good. The multitasking. It's a good thing I'm an excellent driver. I say that sarcastically. Uh-oh.
Just read the top one.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, they say he's out of state, perhaps.
Okay.
Just FYI. Pretty quiet day.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
I think we're a jinx. Every time we go out, things get quiet. Yesterday they were busy. The day before that, it was busy out here.
You used the Q word, though, so that might help.
Yeah, there's that. It's usually the jinx.
Last night I was laying in my bed listening to a helicopter flying back and forth. And I turned on my radio trying to hear if there was something going on, because...
What time? Do you remember?
Yeah, it probably would have been about 10:30.
Okay, because our guys...
11, but it was a chase that went into Mounds View and went through Shoreview and New Brighton, and the State Patrol helicopter was up. So you can always tell that, because the State Patrol helicopter is the only one that kind of hangs around in an area. It's not just passing through.
Our guys got a long chase last night with a vehicle that was driving at high speeds, erratic, lit him up, and then he started to bring it under control and then took off again. And several units got involved. They attempted a pit, and then stop sticks. Got his tires and ended up pulling into a church parking lot. Was taken into custody there.
That's a good place to end.
Yeah, Joe Stradinger was actually was on his way to back up a squad that went code 4, and he shut everything down. Was driving about a quarter mile. This guy goes flying by him, and Joe lit him up, and chase was on.
Wow. Well, the night before, we had the chase that ended in a pit maneuver. That was a very good pit maneuver.
I had talked to Under Sheriff Ramaker, and I told him, I said, gee, that was really textbook pit. And he said, I am not giving him up the cat. You've got enough of my guys.
Yeah, we're always scouting, right? Trying to find the next.
Well, every time there's an opening, you want there's a couple people in mind that might apply that.
The next top cop. Yeah. And that was a good one, because the car had actually, it was after midnight, so there wasn't much traffic, but the car had gone on the wrong side of the road, on a divided road, and the squad was able to hit it before it ran into oncoming traffic. So
that was well done. Suspect ran, and the deputy was able to catch up to him and take him into custody right away. Yeah, it's the old saying, you might outrun a squad car, but you can't outrun a radio, and especially when the chopper's up.
Oh, when the helicopter's up, you might as well just stop and give up.
Yeah, you're in jail already, you just don't know it.
Yeah, I mean, and
those troopers do a fantastic job. You've got a pilot, you've got a cameraman, everything's being filmed, they're calling out the streets, the locations. We can back off, and they can take us right into where they're hiding, who the driver is, who the passenger is, if they threw a gun. And
the majority of the time they want us to just shut down our lights and sirens so that the bad guy or gal thinks that we quit.
And it's safer, because if he doesn't see us chasing him, he slows down. Because when they flee the police, That is one of the most dangerous things that bad guy can do, showing total disregard for any other human life or safety, because they don't want to get caught for. And sometimes it's silly stuff.
Yeah, dumb. Like, oh, I don't have a driver's license.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a ticket. We'll write you a ticket, and
when you flee from the police, that's a felony.
Yeah.
And it's not something taken lightly.
And run into someone and hurt them, it becomes criminal vehicular operation or homicide if the person dies. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean,
and so there's always that balance when you have a chase is what's going on. And the sheriff here does a great job with the training of staff to understand time of day, weather conditions, traffic conditions, taking all that into consideration. That's all running through the mind of our deputies who are professional, well-trained, assessing all those parameters. And as a safeguard, any deputy can pick up a radio and say, cancel that, terminate it.
Yep, exactly. And I've heard it happen.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, a deputy who's not involved and focused on the chase realizes that the chase is going towards a school that's just about to get out, or it's going towards a parade, or something that will put
church
people
letting out from a service or a
at
wedding.
risk. And so they'll get on the air, and our deputies are really good at that, and our sergeants out on patrol and asking about speeds and how's the traffic, is it heavy, is it moderate, is it light, no traffic in the middle of the night sometimes. That all weighs in. Are you on a neighborhood street or are you on the highway? Obviously there's a lot less risk on the highway, so we're crossing over into the central district, and on top of not a lot of calls going on, people are driving pretty well today.
Yeah,
I blame my spotter, Steve, for not catching any traffic violations yet. Are you willing to take that blame? He's not listening.
Tuesday night.
So we're westbound of Maryland, just past Sylvan. This time of year is one of the few times you won't see a lot of action on the soccer fields over here. Otherwise, it'll be packed as soon as the weather's nice enough. We're going south on Rice Street. We're at Geranium. This is right where that chase ended the other night. Where the guy fled into the alley, and then we had to box him in back there off of Jessamine.
Was that citation too?
there's the new Red Center.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I've been in it a couple times. Super nice. St. Paul Parks does a great job.
They really do, and it's nice to have a place here on the north end where the kids can go and play ball and interact and get involved in other activities that keeps them off the street, keeps them occupied, and in a place where they have good adult role models. And they can run over to Mama's Pizza.
Yeah, boy, you don't get any better pizza than what Tony makes here at Mama's Pizza. He does a great job. Place has been open a long time. I think he's just carry out now since the pandemic, though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But it's still, I tell you, it's quality food, quality.
It is.
Workmanship. The guy can cook. He can really make a pizza pie.
I really like different kinds of pizza. At different times, people say, well, what's your favorite kind? Well, I have several different favorites. It's kind of dependent on what mood I'm in, but Mama's one of them. Pizza Luci.
I can honestly tell you that if there's no anchovies on it, I have found a pizza I don't like.
All right, you do the pineapple Canadian bacon one.
Love it.
Ugh.
I love the garbage pizzas. I love cheese pizzas, pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, onions. I don't like a lot of they try pizza desserts. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't care for those. But those aren't pizzas. Those are desserts that they try to make in a pizza shop.
Except that Godfather's pizza. Have you ever had the Godfather's dessert pizza?
I never have.
So there aren't many anymore. But we just ate at Godfather's in Faribault this last weekend. My daughter had a lacrosse tournament down there, and where she plays for St. Thomas, and they played St. Ben's and Carleton and beat them both handily. And then we went to Godfather's. Oh, that's good pizza.
That seems appropriate considering all those Catholic schools. Did you go to Godfather's?
That's true. So they beat Iowa State the weekend before. That was she was the MVP of the game.
We're over in Frogtown area of downtown St. Paul.
Thomas.
One of the main thoroughways. St. Paul has always been known as the small town big city. It just gives you that neighborhood feeling. You kind of know everybody. I remember I sat on the St. Paul College Foundation for scholarships when we started a scholarship in my late daughter's name. And I ended up getting on the board with Melvin Carter. He was working for the Department of Education. And he and I were talking. I told Melvin, the first time I met you, you were outside the library on Rice Street campaigning for city council.
Oh.
And then he went on, of course, to be the mayor of St. Paul. Just finished a 4-year term, each one as the mayor of St. Paul.
Now Cal Leader is the mayor.
His mother's on the Met Council. She was a county commissioner for decades. And my father's a retired St. Paul cop and used to be a boxer.
Yes. Melvin Carter Sr., right?
I'm not sure if he's the second or third.
I don't know.
I think
I'm not
Melvin
sure.
was the third, but I could have. I went to college with Melvin's dad.
We're right by St. Agnes High School now. Another Catholic private school.
This is like first through eighth, right?
I think they have a high school there. I know my niece went to high school there. So I don't know if they have it divided up. Who knows? Someday when we go back to school like Rodney Dangerfield did. Or
to learn how to do sign language.
Yeah. We'll find out. Or what was that movie with Adam Sandler where he went back to school?
Oh.
Was it Mr. Deeds?
No, it was a different one where he inherited a bunch of money.
Yeah, let's do that one. I want to inherit a bunch of money.
That would be nice.
You know what I would do? I'd still do Live on Patrol. We could buy like a fancy car, like a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, and roll around it.
But if you go back to school like Adam Sandler, that'd be Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, yes. All right. My favorite is where he is getting tested at the end, and the dean of the school basically says that his answer to a question left them all dumber than when they first got there.
One of the backseaters is asking, what traffic infractions are you looking for? What are the major infractions versus minor infractions that you guys look for or overlook? Good question.
Well, the minor ones are probably easiest, and that would be equipment violations. Like having a tail light out or a brake light out or a headlight out. It's easier to see those when it's nighttime. An expired registration would be a more minor one, but, you know.
Sometimes signaling a lane change when there's not a lot of cars around, you see them make the lane change without a signal.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things that I don't get too worried about. It's but the ones where you're running a red light, that's going to get people killed.
Speeding in a residential neighborhood.
Where some kid could run out between cars and there's no way you're going to stop in time.
Failing to yield to a pedestrian in a crosswalk.
Yeah. So the ones that are going to cause injury or death, they catch your attention quick, and that's the reckless driver, the DWI, running red lights.
Obviously, DWIs are the worst, but generally, unless you see them or that after you stop the car sometimes. But generally we stop people with equipment violations for the most part just to give them a warning, advise them that, hey, your tail light's out or your brake light's out, and but then to check and make sure they're not wanted. That's how we find people who are wanted.
And you get a lot of guns out of cars on stops and you know, it's just it seems like if somebody is carrying a gun illegally, been involved in some illegal activity, has a warrant out for the arrest, they tend not to follow a lot of laws. They tend to break all kinds of laws, which include traffic, which you kind of shake your head and go, you got a warrant out for your arrest, you just ran a stop light. What were you thinking?
Exactly.
It's like you're begging me to come find you.
Yeah, you'd think they would drive more carefully. And it all depends, too, on where you work or what your job is. A state trooper, obviously, you know, their job is to enforce a lot of traffic violations. And, you know, they're more focused on a lot of that, or may be more likely to write you a ticket for speeding or certain offenses. But, you know, in the city, you know, we try to be a little more judicious about spending all of our time on minor traffic stops. And, you know, our goal is to get guns and drugs off of the street, hopefully. So if, you know, if we could stop people and run them for warrants and, you know, find people who are wanted and then get guns or drugs, that's a bonus.
Well, we're by the state capitol, and of course the legislative bodies are in session.
That's why I came over here.
It's not a bonding year, right? No, it's not a budget year.
It's not a budget year, I don't think. But they're doing a lot with gun legislation, with some public safety stuff.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think, one of the most beautiful state capitals in the country.
Yeah, I've been to some other states. I'm not going to name them, and I'll be there doing some training for cops, and they're like, "Oh, that's our state capital," and I want to say, "That's your state capital?" I mean, it doesn't even have gold-plated horses on the roof. I mean,
can you know, when I was a kid, you could go up to the horses. Can they still do that? Do you think?
You know, you can. They have tours schedule where you can do it. But otherwise, I think you got to know somebody.
So I hope this isn't the case for most people. And I was shocked to find some people I talked to that live in the metropolitan area and they've never been to the state capitol. They've never been to St. Paul's Cathedral. These are two of the most beautiful historic buildings. You should have been to Fort Snelling. If you live in the metro area, for sure, right? You should have been to Fort Snelling. You should have been to Minnehaha Falls. You should have been to the state capitol. You should have been to the cathedral.
I don't have the same appreciation for Fort Snelling that you do. Because we had our academy at Fort Snelling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I ran up and down the hills and around the buildings and did push-ups and 3-count burpees and mountain climbers, and got punished because people showed up without the proper equipment or ran through the flag ceremony at the Marine base. So as beautiful and historic as it is, I still
have some different memories.
I still get sick to my stomach when I'm out there. But
I was asked several years ago to see if I could find out what happened to a young girl. I think she was 13, 14 years old, that was murdered at Fort Snelling back in 1940 when it was still a huge army base. No airport was out there. And I ended up digging really deep into this, researching it. I got the files from the FBI, talked to several people that have worked in. Those potholes are getting big.
I thought it was an IED there for a minute.
And I ended up writing an article for the Ramsey County Historical Magazine on the murder, and they never solved it. It went unsolved.
No, you gave me that. It was fascinating. The article.
Well, of course I wrote it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I still haven't had you sign it. Well, not much going on today. We will live on patrol. We'll be back tomorrow night, and hopefully it's a little busier than it has been today. But thank you for sticking with us and listening to all of our gibberish. Now you know what it's like.
Definitely get this one. I think it's that wacky back.
Me say Bob on the road again, rolling down 94 not the wrong go frame. Blue light flash, but he can't hide the flame. Wacky to backy, me brain insane. Wacky to backy, blowing in a breeze. Bob on pot munching snack so free, box it in. No box a spliff, me say. Them searching for a clue, but them lost all the Bob say pot. Me feel a hunch tonight, but say boss. Me only feeling like me nose tell me there's mystery food nearby. Maybe MIH with the cheesy pie. Them pull up flow, snack bag high. 2 old cops looking big, not sly. Them chat bout crime like it no exist. When the smoke clear, them forget the list. Wacky tobacco, blowing in a breeze. Bob and pot munching snack so free. Doritos crumbs pon the deputy vest. Them call it patrol, me call it rest. No, the radio crack was suspicious car inside. Bob say pot, me see a crispy cream light. Pot say a man, me stomach can't wait. Pulling quick before the donuts get. Them munch, them laugh, them drift away. Iron munches lost in a cliche. Rev call pan phone, say where you there? Bob say rev me brother, me last halfway. The rango fog like Marley stage. Smoke roll out, them looking amazed. Shaggy voice songs, me think me high. Scooby back root row, me can't lie. Wacky to wacky, in a mystery scene. RAMSEY rhythm, smoking clean. Bob and pot and patrol fi clue, but them hungry more than Scooby Doo. Next time pan live on patrol, them not catch no criminal, just dead in a row. Wacky to wacky, keep them mellow and mean. The real eye sheriff and deputy team. Wacky to wacky.
I think it's that wacky tobacco.
knows how to smile for the camera light, knows which words sound friendly tonight. Assalamu alaikum, shake every hand, talk history like he's part of the land. Says he's got friends in every place, says he stands with every face. But when the knock comes late at night, who's speaking up, who's out of sight? Where's the sheriff now? When the doors get kicked, ooh, where's the voice? When the lines get crossed, ooh, he's loud when there's money, quiet when it's wrong. Oh, Ramsey's counting silence as the cost. Oh, you say you're for the people, say you've always been, but leadership shows, ooh, when the rich cup shows, when the risk comes in. So tell us, play, don't look away, don't look away. Where's the sheriff found today? Friends got named when the money fell, feeding futures, prison cells. Statements came when it looked okay, then the microphones went by again. Are the stakes? Say this, draw a line, say this ain't right, say this ain't fine. Hide but one that stays carefully still, waiting for the politics to settle the bill. Oh, where's the sheriff now? When the questions end, ooh, when coward shows up uninvited, oh, it's easy to pose, it's easy to bring all up standing. When the crowd's divided, you say public safety, you say trash and silence don't protect all of us. So say it now, or say it clear, or say it clear. Where's the sheriff now? Right here. You can't say commuting, only when it's safe. You can't say friend and disappear. You can't do the brand on borrowed traces and call that leadership. Not in times like this. Oh, where's the sheriff now? Where's he? Now the fear ain't theoretical. Say it. Where's the courage when it costs something? Ooh, not political, just skeptical. Oh, Ramsey deserves better than silence dressed as calm, better than handshakes and empty songs. If you wanna trust, if you wanna vote, show up now, not just have MCs with a no. Ramsey still here, the people still watching, the question still open.
They're leaving in a hurry. Yeah.
Friday rolling, revving toe, city breathing quiet, radio low, up arcade, far east crowd pick, ballpark watching, zooming for a closer pick. Those lights paint the scene, doesn't know the audio's already unseen. Rolling south, the night keeps pace, right on 7, just shout out girls place. Fat fingers on the mute again, teachers lie but the sound won't bend. Stopped at the light just to lean on in, silence falls where the noise should have been. The girl Girls shouting names till red turned green. History spilling on the 7th Street. Justice for artists cut through the air. God's name still hanging there. Can't hear the words but the meaning's loud. Truth don't vanish just cause it's true. Ooh, past the corner, westbound slide, green light linger, vibe slow to ride. 5 fingers on the mute again, screen still rolling, time slips in, stop to the green light cue. Listen but the stylish groove. Knew the streets remember names, even when the sound gets lost in frames. What's up? Few blocks more, Mariah comes up. Car bunnies blow, Burger King cups. Unmute hits late, the sorries fall. Missed the voice, missed it all. 5 fingers on the view again. Long past 12, let that sink in. Silence don't erase where the shouting's been. You can mute the mic, not the truth they send. E7 knows whole street too. What you miss on mute still comes through.
Oh, we suck. We forgot to unmute. Nobody told us.
I just texted said you muted.
Oh, our apologies. I don't know when that happened. We had so much good stuff we were talking about too.
Somebody else just texted. In case you don't know, you muted.
Oh.
With the words,
Our apologies, huh? Our deep apologies for being muted. The shout out girls. We went by. The shout out girls were muted too. Forgot. They had agreements they wanted us to mention. Dang, damn, I'm sorry. Sorry.
So they missed the shout out girls.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional, shout out girls. Our apologies. But I barely even knew they were still.
What's up? You fucking fake ass undercover lame ass bitch.
What did you say? She wasn't happy with us.
Fake ass undercover lame ass bad
Rolling down the strip, lights flashing for clout. Bob wants some calls, but the crowd shouts him out. Girl in the dark, voice cut through the air. Fake ass undercover lame ass bitch, that's fair.
Bob's ego's bruised.
Proud man as ice, he's got no clue. Just chasing that slice. Winter's tight, patrols run thin. Looking for a vibe that'll let him win. Scanners alive, calls in the night. But Bob's tuned out, got no appetite for justice. That is not just for snacks. Hot ham, cheese, shaving plastic wrap. Fake ass undercover, lame ass bitch. Bob's on the beat, missing the pitch. Swerving through shadows, chasing a bite. Snagging on pride in the neon light. Bob blinks tight lip, but standing still. Talk of lights, talk of fear, talk of the girls. Bob's world's a loop, imagine a twirl. Pat's chewing chips, Jelly Joe's got jerky vibes. Ego's the engine running dirty. They hear flow from the street, cuts deep, but they drive on by. Their mission's cheap.
Bob's chasing clout, not calls. Snacks not safety, pride not patrols. Lights off now.
Like we're what?
Eagles on high. Bob's the mayor of a make-believe.
What do you mean, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Where is he? No, I'm not sure. Is he talking to the driver?
Fake ass undercover, lame ass bitch. Bob's on the beat, but he's missing the pitch. Swerving through shadows, chasing a bite. Snacking on pride.
Well, you punched us in the car and you were asking us. Well, we're here for your safety. We're here for your safety. We are. We're here for your safety. Why do you think we're down here?
But he'll never change the
Why would you assume that?
Okay,
So
so we're going down now.
Well, I've never killed anyone. Sir,
An undercover fucking car.
Right.
Why do you think undercovers are even a smart idea to begin with? I don't think so, bro.
well, you and I have a different opinion, but can we respect each other's opinion?
How about I'll do something for you then. Okay, so
Happy Christmas,
Okay.
I want to go to my place in Mexico. You guys go rent out my place in Mexico.
Well, that's kind of you.
Discount.
But,
$10 a fucking day.
but I'm happy here. Huh?
Someone's girlfriend doesn't know the exact address, but still Evan Hart. That's
Yeah.
where you
How
were.
stupid does that fucking sound?
Fake ass undercover, lame
Why
ass
is it
bitch.
stupid?
Bob's on the beat, but he's missing the
Why is it
pitch.
stupid?
Swerving through shadows, chasing a
Well, I'm
bite.
listening. I'm hearing. I'm
Snacking
trying to
on
be a good
pride in
listener.
the neon light. chips, jelly Joe's got jerky. 5 feet knows the engine running dirty. They hear from the street, but they drive on by their missions.
Well, you asked him if he was a sheriff. He just communicated. My name, by the way, my name is.
I got it.
My name's Bob.
Okay, my name's Steve.
He stood beneath the flashing lights. Words rehearsed but nothing right. City cold, the air held still. Every answer bent by will. Cameras close, the questions stay. Confidence leaks frame by frame. Said he came to take control, but the street already knew the road. No cheers tonight, no crowd in line, just heavy silence passing time. Power sounds different when it cracks, when the script won't talk back. He came to speak to Sig, he listened and looked away, unimpressed, unshaken. Eyes blast over, voice goes thin, trying hard to hold it in. Flags behind him barely move, nothing left to really prove. Every part says what he wants, every breath feels like it's known. When you're asking for respect and the street just won't connect. You can't force belief, you can't command trust. Some cities don't bow, they just wait you out. No cheers tonight, no closing light, just fading words in borrowed time. Authority bends, then just away when the people choose not to play. Lights go down, the moment's through. The city's still here, he's passing through. The city's still here, he's passing through. The city's still here, he's passing the city's still
Yeah. Rewind it. Pat's back on the beat. Sneeze so sweet. Be kind, be kind. Rewind, rewind. He's back from the sniffles. 2 tests came clean. They called it OLD, not COVID-19.
Yeah.
Cruising down 61, headlights shine. Bob's got a sermon, Pat's got the line. News flash, crime stats, present feels. Box that BMW, spin them wheels. Allergies pop, but he's doing just fine. It's Tuesday night, baby, it's rewind time. Be kind, rewind. Fast forward, hearts in double time. Sirens glow, the city shines. Living that loop in a frame of mind. Be kind, rewind. Pat's back, sneezing on the grind. Old school funk, pixel lines. Spin that tape, baby. Be kind, rewind. Juvenile dreams. Politicians talk tough. Bob's still preaching. Can't get enough. Click, like, and share. That Facebook grind. Another night sermon in rewind. Sits pop, drums drop, mirror ball flash. Pat coughs once, Bob spins facts. Box it in, don't chase that ride. 2-step groove with civic pride. Be kind, flip that tape, replay the signs. Be respectful, be kind. They say while the footage rolls the other way. Be kind, rewind. Old school cops in a VHS shine. From Arcade Street to County Line. Spin it back, baby. Be kind, rewind.
You go to the live.
Six guys.